Is this Sephora? Do you guys happen to have the new Rare Beauty Matte Foundation? Oh, you do? Good, okay. Okay, well, I'm coming. Don't let anybody take too many.
We got a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 9.
I'm 11.
You better work, girl.
Selena Gomez was said to have sparked massive attention following a recent appearance that quickly became the center of online conversation, as reports noted that on April 2nd, 2026, she stepped out in West Hollywood, Los Angeles, to celebrate the launch of a new foundation product under her beauty brand, Rare Beauty. And while the event itself was already highly anticipated, it was her outfit that drew the most intense scrutiny, with observers pointing out that she wore a metallic pink mini dress from Prada's Spring 2026 collection, described as oversized and dramatically different from her usual preference for more form-fitting silhouettes. And it was said that this noticeable shift in styling immediately fueled speculation across social platforms, where many users began suggesting that the loose fit of the dress might have been intentionally chosen to conceal a baby bump, leading to widespread rumors that the 33-year-old star could be expecting her first child, especially given that only weeks earlier she had openly spoken about wanting to start a family with her husband, Benny Blanco. And as clips and photos circulated rapidly, fans were reportedly quick to connect the dots, expressing excitement and curiosity, with some claiming that the timing aligned with her previous statements about motherhood, while others simply focused on the visual difference in her fashion choice. And amid the growing chatter, it was also recalled that Selena had previously shared a deeply personal inspiration behind her desire for a large family, referencing a scene from the 2005 film The Family Stone, where Diane Keaton portrays a matriarch surrounded by a lively and loving family during a dinner gathering. And according to her earlier remarks, that particular moment in the film had stayed with her over the years, as she reportedly admitted that she could not get the image out of her mind, describing how the warmth, connection, and sense of belonging depicted in that scene resonated deeply with her personal hopes for the future. And it was said that she envisioned herself one day sitting at a similar table, surrounded by loved ones, whether that included children, partners, or simply close companions, emphasizing that her dream was not tied to a specific outcome, but rather to the feeling of togetherness and shared life experiences. And as the speculation about her possible pregnancy intensified, many fans revisited these statements, interpreting them as further evidence that she might be entering a new chapter of her life, while others urged caution, noting that fashion choices alone could not confirm such claims. And right here, if you're following this story closely, hit subscribe because the details only get more interesting, as reports continued to clarify that despite the excitement, there were significant factors that made the pregnancy rumors unlikely, particularly concerning her well-documented health history, which she had spoken about candidly in multiple interviews. And it was highlighted that Selena had previously revealed that carrying a child herself could pose serious risks due to her ongoing battle with lupus, a condition she has managed for years, and one that ultimately led to a kidney transplant in 2017, a moment that marked a major turning point in her life and health journey. And in addition to that, it was mentioned that she also takes medication for bipolar disorder, which further complicates the possibility of a safe pregnancy. And according to her own statements in past interviews, these combined health challenges make it unlikely that she would be able to carry a child without significant medical risk to both herself and the baby. And as such, she had reportedly shared that she was open to alternative paths to motherhood, including surrogacy and adoption, explaining that while her dream of having a family remained strong, she was realistic about the limitations imposed by her health. And this perspective was said to have been discussed in detail during her conversation with Vanity Fair, where she openly addressed the emotional and practical considerations involved, as well as in an earlier interview with Rolling Stone in 2022, where she elaborated on the medical aspects of her situation. And as these past comments resurfaced in response to the current rumors, many fans began to reconsider their initial assumptions, acknowledging that while the idea of her expecting a child was exciting, it might not align with the reality she had previously described. And still, the conversation continued to trend, with some Magone choosing to celebrate the possibility regardless of confirmation, while others emphasized the importance of respecting her privacy and not jumping to conclusions based on appearance alone. And as the narrative evolved, it was also pointed out that Selena has consistently been transparent about her journey, often using her platform to raise awareness about health issues and mental well-being, which has contributed to a strong sense of connection with her audience, making moments like this even more impactful as fans feel personally invested in her life updates. And at the same time, commentators noted that celebrity fashion often becomes a focal point for speculation, especially when it deviates from established patterns, as was the case with the oversized Prada dress, which some stylists suggested could simply be a creative choice aligned with current trends rather than a hidden message. And just before we get into the key takeaway, don't forget to subscribe for more updates like this. As discussions around her future plans continued, it was reiterated that Selena had expressed a flexible and hopeful outlook, stating that whether she ends up with one child, multiple children, or none at all, her ultimate goal is to create a life filled with meaningful relationships and shared experiences. And this sentiment was seen as a reflection of her broader approach to life, one that prioritizes emotional fulfillment over traditional expectations. And as the buzz surrounding her appearance gradually settled into a more balanced conversation, it became clear that the initial rumors were driven more by visual interpretation than confirmed information, and yet they also highlighted the ongoing public interest in her personal life, particularly her journey toward motherhood, which remains a topic she has openly embraced. And while there has been no official confirmation of a pregnancy, the moment served as a reminder of how quickly narratives can form in the digital age, especially when tied to beloved public figures. And it also underscored the importance of context, as her previous statements about health and family provide a more comprehensive understanding of her situation. And for many, the story ultimately shifted from speculation to appreciation, recognizing her honesty and resilience in navigating both her career and personal challenges. And if you've made it this far, subscribe for the final insight, as the takeaway remains that Selena Gomez continues to inspire through her openness, her evolving style, and her unwavering vision of the future. Rumors thong. The real story lies in her journey, her choices, and the way she continues to shape her life on her own terms, making every public appearance not just a moment of style, but a chapter in a much larger narrative that, and observers alike, continue to follow with deep interest and admiration.